welcome to the next episode of the That's So Epic podcast. I know that it has been a long week and we have had some very, very hot days, so we're super excited. Let's just make sure that we got the panel all in order. I am Epic, as you all know. President Ella is on set with us as per usual. Benzo of the Master Flex is on set, absolutely. And of course, our host and co-guest star today, DJ Scenario. What's happening? That was like Mo. You remember what? Mo was like, you remember? Lit. I love that. DJ Scenario. We're so excited.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You're very welcome. We're excited for you to be here. Talk to us. Where are you from?
Originally? I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah?
You want to know nationality?
No, wait.
Egyptian.
Oh, shit. Wait, shit. Puerto Rican and Egyptian. That's nice. Ooh, okay. Ever been to Egypt?
Once.
Yeah? How was it?
It was nice, but it was a long time.
And is it hot?
It's not hot
like Vegas hot? You know how like Vegas has the
Vegas has a different hot.
Vegas has like, you know, like the sandy, because there's so much like sand and this is like
it gets hot.
Okay. Okay. And then so you're from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Where
my melanin skin we can handle. 161.
I love it. 161? Okay. Oh, 100. So that's over by Yankee Stadium, right?
Well, it's close to you.
Right?
We get there fast.
Okay, all right. I love it. All right, so again, thank you so much for joining us. So talk to me. I want to get right into it. So you have a podcast of your own.
Yes.
The Party Started.
The Party Started podcast.
Talk to me about that. Your journey with that. What's that like?
Well, back in 2018, the Party Started, let me just go back. Back in 2011, I went to Toronto.
Canada.
I had a DJ in Toronto with my brother, Pro Style. And that's how I got the name. I was sitting there, we just got to the club, we were sitting there, and there was you just put people next to you, like, okay, this table deserves this table. It just happened to be a table next to us. They put a bunch of girls there, and one of the girls was like, I've never been here. It was Caravana weekend. Caravana weekend is big over there. So one of the girls were like, I've never been here. She just started talking. I'm sitting there, my mother.
Right.
Talking, one of those. She was one of those people. Like, okay, you've never been here. Okay, cool. So I've never been here. She's like, how's the party? I said, I don't know. We just got here too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm about to DJ now. So she said, so you're about to get this party started. That's how. So I just took that, ran with that, and came back with that. I have a manager. His name's Prez.
Okay.
He wasn't my manager at the time. He's just my best friend.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna start calling myself the Party Started DJ Scenario. So that happened. I was running with that for a while. Then by maybe 3 years after that, we were DJing. He was sitting down, and I was like, he came to me like, we should make a team, and that's where the party started.
You started getting everybody
together.
Started
grabbing all my DJ friends, all my people that always party with me. And I was like, we're gonna be, this was
on this podcast. And what do you guys mostly talk about? What is it about?
On the show, we talk about everything.
Okay.
Yeah. First we talk about DJ stuff because there's a lot of stuff that goes into like DJing, the stuff you don't see, like dealing with promoters, dealing with clubs, dealing with making sure the party's packed. You deal with a lot, like bringing people out. You do it a lot,
behind the scenes.
Then on top of having the DJ and making it fun and stuff like that. So we talk about that first, and then we just get into everything else. It don't matter. We talk about everything.
And how many people would you say right now that you have on your team for the Party Starters?
To make the show run?
Yeah.
Like this amazing crew you have here?
Thank you.
I would say about the same amount. I want to shout out Paul. I want to shout out
make sure you send me the at names.
Yeah.
All the time.
At Paul B. Buggin, at DJ Express 908, at Gianna. Shout out to Gianna. And my main producer, Steven McCarry, that's Smack Visuals. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. They make it happen for us.
Okay.
And then the team, obviously DJ Blue Diamond and DJ J5.
Right, the people who are like actually speaking most of the time. Okay, and let me just understand this. So where do you guys shoot your podcast right now? Is this a podcast that people can view, or is just listening?
No, it's both actually. You can listen. It's on all streaming platforms. You can listen to it. Spotify, Apple Music, all of that, and then you can watch it on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, The Party Started Podcast. Go check it out. Make
sure you tell every camera.
So they could find it there and they could, view it. So
that's awesome. And so let me understand, how do you manage this right now in terms of having your, your own life, and you're now doing your podcast, and even you were saying before, like getting parties and going to different clubs and different spots, and you're at 105.1.
Yeah.
Like, how many times a week would you say?
To shoot?
No, how many times a week are you? Yeah, to shoot.
Able to shoot?
Yeah.
Like twice, because of the simple fact, like, you have your co-hosts and stuff like that for your show. So everybody's schedule is different. Mm-hmm. So it's very hard to like really get us together, so it had to be like, yeah, so like a week before it has to be like, listen, we're gonna shoot Tuesday and then we're gonna shoot Thursday. And we're gonna shoot Wednesday and Monday. It has to be like a set date that everybody can come. But we had that conversation within the group chat, and that's how it happens, So unfortunately, sometimes things do come up because everybody's life is different, So it would be like, for example, Blue can't make it. So it'd just be me and J5 shooting.
And you're still shooting?
We'll shoot. You know what I'm saying? I won't shoot by myself though. You know what I'm saying? I have this thing about
like, who you gonna talk to?
Yeah, I'll bring like, we have guests. We have guests every episode. So I'll talk to them. But I'd rather have, my team with me because since we have different lives, we have a lot to speak about. You know what I mean? We have a lot of different opinions, a lot of different views on everything. Nothing's ever like, oh, I agree with you. You're right. No,
arguments
like,
be happening.
Listen to me. It's not arguments. It's just, it's just like, it's not arguments. It's just like, yo, I understand. I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Just because everybody's different, and that's why I don't shoot by myself because I like the opinions because, just like us three have opinions on the show, people watching have their own opinion too. So if I'm the only one talking about something, I can't really grasp or try to understand from somebody with a different point of view.
Right.
And that's what I really like. I like to understand where you're coming from, why you feel that way, and stuff like that. And that's how our conversations go. And that's pretty much, the gist of how the show would work, and why I don't shoot by myself, and why it's so important for us to like really get down and be like, we need to shoot today. We need to shoot this day. Because another thing with artists too, if you lock in an artist and then you cancel, it's very hard to try to get them back, trying to get them back to come. Because they're in town this week. They won't be in town for another 2 months.
Right.
So if we miss this, just understand that we missed probably a big one. We missed a big one. I think DJing, nightlife, and radio is where I try to find the most balance because I do radio at night.
Yeah.
DJing's at night.
And what are those out at night? When you say at night, you're saying like
at night is I do a show. I produce a show with DJ Self from 10 to 2 in the morning.
Cool.
Right. So with that
party time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's party time.
Yeah.
Especially for New York. We're always outside. So I have to find a balance where I can make it to the club or get booked after I'm done with radio. Go straight to the club.
Make your money, right?
And I'm on radio 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Let's just get this clear for everyone watching. It's clear. Okay. DJ Scenario is one of the DJs on 105.1, one of the largest radio station networks in the tri-state area. So he is saying that in addition to being there almost 7 days a week.
No, 7 days.
No. Oh, he's like, no. It is.
So tune in 10 to 3 to Power 105.
10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and then Friday it's just 10 to 12.
Okay.
Oh.
And then
Saturday. We all just like breathe.
Yeah, we all we recorded like.
No. Saturday it changes from 6 to 12, 6 p.m. to 12, and then Sunday it's from 8 to 12.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You go to a brunch.
Yeah. So it's go to brunch, come do radio, then go do a
club. When do you sleep, Scenario?
Yeah.
When I get home. When I get home.
But when do you get home?
Whenever.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask a little about the house. That interests me. When I was reading a bit about what you're doing, right? Like, a lot of your interviews are about you going into DJing as like the art and like making sure the crowd or whatever. But then a lot of what you're going into, it feels like in the podcasting world, and even in your interviews, is like a lot of mentorship and a lot of like sharing that. But at the same time as you're doing your podcast, you're also like working. So like my first question, as somebody who like multi-preneur lifestyle as well, the first question goes to like, where does your heart go more? But then logically, as an adult thing is paying bills, right? Like how do you balance all this shit? Like, is it your heart? Like that's what you like when you sleep. Like
because it's gotta be your heart. It is your passion, 110%.
I love DJing. You know, sometimes it do get repetitive, so that's why reinventing yourself comes. The podcast was a reinvention for myself. You know, and I could have started this podcast in 2016 because I was doing another show. But you know, when you get with people, you feel the vibe and you know how it goes. Like for me, like I love the people that I was working with, but I know that it wasn't my vision. So it literally took from 2016 to 2018 to get J5 and DJ Blue Diamond to be like, we'll do it with you. Because that's automatically, I'm like, I know them for over 10 years. I know them for over 10 years. I've been with them, worked with them, like personal, so deep down personal. So I know what they're going through. I know how our conversations would be, you know what I mean? And the fact that we all live different lives, coming together as DJs, we DJ together, we party together. It's been some emotional times with us. So I know that was the route I wanted to go. So I didn't do the show for 2 years because I wanted to make sure that they were able to do the show.
You wanted your style.
I wanted them. Yeah. I wanted them. So I didn't do the show because I knew that that was the show. I done did it all from 20,000 people to 10 people. You know what I mean? From lounges to clubs to arenas. Like I've done it. I've been there. So like, what's next? You know. And
since you've done so much, what's your favorite spot to DJ at right now?
What's your favorite spot to DJ? You said club, arenas. Yeah. What's your favorite spot to DJ at?
I think the club atmosphere is dope.
Okay.
Every club is dope. Don't get it started. I love every club I DJ, but the atmosphere that I like the most is called Cold Astoria.
Okay.
Cold
That's
Astoria.
Queens, right?
In Queens. In Queens. I like the layout of the club.
Okay.
I like the layout of the club. The sound system's amazing, the lighting's amazing. So I think for me, Cold Astoria right now will be the spot. I want to just shout out, I want to shout out to Gio. Gio's my guy. He booked me there on Friday night, and I want to shout out to Bello and the rest of the team over there, you know, the owners and everybody, because I think that spot's amazing.
Right.
So,
what makes the spot amazing for you? Like, as a DJ?
The crowd. Actually, the crowd. All right. Like I said, I named the sound system's amazing, the sound's good, the lighting, the way the layout of the club is dope, but the crowd is really like a dance crowd. Like they really party.
They cultural.
Like
really into
I have this thing too, like I really don't like to DJ just one. Like I go into a club and just be like one race of people.
Right.
It might sound crazy.
Which means I gotta play one race of music.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but because I like to hear go here, go there.
Right.
You know? So that's why I like when clubs are really mixed, with a lot of people, Spanish, Black, Asian, white people. Like I like everything being in there because then I can really play music. You know, if I just want to exactly, that's when I can really DJ. You know, and that's kind of atmosphere that Code has to me for some reason. Like I've seen everything. I've seen Black people in there. I've seen white people in there, Hispanics, Asians, multicultural in there. That's the kind of club atmosphere I like, to DJ. So.
Any traveling DJing? We're doing like other states of the country.
Have I?
Like that? Yeah.
Oh, of course. I have.
Okay. What's
Florida,
that like? Okay.
Virginia, South Carolina, Toronto, like I said, Arizona. So I've been around.
And what's that like?
It's cool. They showed me a lot of different love, though. I tell you.
It's not different than New York. Like that's what I mean. Like the atmosphere isn't different than New York.
No, they party. They party. Like all these places party. Like so, I come in there and bring the New York aggression and the DJing that I do here, and go there and just turn up, and then people are like, yo, you killed it, this, that, third.
Right.
But in New York, it's like us just doing regular shit.
I always say that when I go to some places, I like to party too. So I went to different places. It's like New York we party, right?
Yeah.
And never like New York. We go other places and they party. If you party, it's like time out, like
yeah.
So this is the perfect time to say what I tell you guys all the time. I tell you all the time, this is a family show. Kind of.
Baby lungs.
Baby lungs is crazy.
Hold on,
I
before
tell
we
ya,
get into anything,
talk to me.
they passed me a hookah. They say you can smoke on the show, so that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I
So
know.
let's
What's her name?
give us feedback.
Catherine Special right here.
Yes.
This is good though. I ain't gonna lie.
She
Okay, another one.
I rock with
Shit.
this, so now I can smoke my hookah
She
chill.
finesse, yes.
Alright?
Chill if you need the air, let me know. Fan, all that good stuff. But listen, like I tell y'all all the time, this is a family show, kind of. Apparently we got new guest names. Baby Lungs is on set. Baby Lungs is on set.
Fashion designer, by the way. He does fashion show, but I haven't got invited yet.
Oh,
Alright? Leave this in there.
Scenario is
Leave this
holding
in.
us
So he
out
knows
on
Epic.
national
Not
television.
her, because it's the first time I met
Not
her.
me.
But Epic.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? And you two in the back, alright?
The one
They
running away.
Producer running
The
away.
producer running
She
away.
know better. They all could have hit me and just be like, yo, because I love the fashion industry, love the fashion work. They could have all just hit me and said, Scenario, we're doing this on this day.
I told
But they
her
didn't.
everyone be
But
talking.
now, right? It's different now, right?
It's different now.
I'm gonna get this.
The
I'm
message
okay.
is received.
Got it.
110%.
Email,
Nobody can say
email,
Yeah.
through the grave, through the
Hit
text,
me.
all that.
Nobody can say anything.
All right,
Now
cool.
we know, and moving forward, as soon
Because
as
if I
send a
don't,
message,
I'm gonna take this
as
episode,
soon as I
cut this piece, and just tag y'all.
and as soon as I send the message, I'm gonna just take a screenshot and put it in my folder. Just remember, I invited you. Scenario.
That's a fact.
Alright, y'all. Scenario calling us out on the podcast. It's cool though. We deserved it. Next time he will be at the fashion show
Thank
and
you.
all of Top Benzo's events.
Thank
period.
you. And he needs to give me more hats, because, you know what I'm saying?
You
I'm
know that?
putting on my shorts, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Everything is something.
Like,
That's something y'all gotta work out.
And my sweater from Christmas.
I already had it, so this one is my.
I think the last hat I got from this guy was like 3 years ago.
I believe that.
You know fashion changes, bro. I got
I believe
I got to put you in the new.
Alright, see
In the noodle.
Oh, man.
Finally, we made it. We play games here on the Epic Podcast. So, y'all know this game. We've played it many times before. We're going to play Fuck, Kill, Marry. Okay, we usually call it Fuck, Marry, Body Bag. Alright? Fuck, Marry,
Crazy.
Body Bag. So we're going to give you 3 people. And you're going to tell us who you would rather fuck, who you would rather marry, and who you would rather put in a body bag, kill 6 feet under.
hold on, you in a relationship?
I'm in a relationship. We
It's
talking
okay.
about-
We don't
It's a
decide.
game.
Come on. They is like
Entertainment
Yeah.
These
purposes
two
only.
people. Yeah, these
Purposes
is
only.
This
entertainment.
is just a game,
This is just
because
a
I'd
game.
rather marry my wife, my shorty, shout out to lady.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the lady.
I'd rather marry her, smash her, everything
And
with her,
and everything else.
kill
Hey.
everything that's not
And
her.
everything else.
Let's go,
Yeah,
let's go.
everything that's not her.
Let's
Kill. Alright?
Alright, and that's on period. So it's just a game. Y'all know, fuck, marry, body bag. And the 2 people that's on here, 2 of them is married, right? I don't know too much about Lotto, but let's do it. Alright, so we got Nicki Minaj in that top left. We got Cardi B in that bottom. And we got Lotto.
Okay.
Talk to me nice.
I'm gonna smash Cardi.
Yeah?
Okay.
I'm
She might
gonna.
hit you with a mic though.
Nah, she crazy. She from the BX.
Hello. We know
I don't know. I might marry Lotto. She not. I don't know if she as toxic as the rest of them.
this. Yeah, so you think Nicki toxic?
I think Nicki's super toxic. So
Okay.
I gotta put her in a body bag.
Oh.
Damn.
I do love Big
He
Lotto.
put Nikki in a body bag. I would have
I
never
couldn't
thought
understand
that.
it.
That's
She a
crazy.
little toxic.
How you feeling? You wanna
Don't
play?
call my
Talk
wife
to me.
toxic.
She's an amazing artist. I don't take nothing away from what
Oh
she
yeah,
does. Change
yeah.
the game.
Listen.
But Nicki, I gotta put you in a body bag. You know what I'm saying?
I'm almost with you there.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I'm marrying Cardi because listen, if I come home to a fridge with $1 million, like I'm
Yeah.
forever. It's forever, Cardi. It's forever.
It's forever.
Oh,
You know why-
she's
you know
throwing
why I
nuts
say-
at
you know why I
people?
say
Big
marry
energy,
Lotto?
yes.
I don't know a lot about Lotto, right? So that's my thing. If I don't know a lot about
So that
you,
means
I
you're not being
understand.
talked about.
I'm not. You're not being talked about. Yeah,
You're
you're not
not too much in the
mixy.
mix up.
You've
Yeah.
had your relationships and stuff like that.
She is. I
You
mean,
think Lotto
I love me some Big
I think she's a
Lotto.
little mixy only because now
Name
that she
3
got,
people you know she messed with. I'll wait.
Nah, 21.
Go ahead.
21. She date homie now.
What's his
You don't
name?
even know.
Well,
his
I know he
name.
look like. I just don't know.
I'll
his
wait.
name.
That's the point.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But
Besides
mine-
21.
Alright.
Besides
She's
21.
still with 21.
I'll wait.
Allegedly.
Right.
The 21 allegation is allegedly.
It's alleged.
Nah,
It's
alleged.
alleged.
No. I think they really messed around. I think they really
It's
messed
alleged.
around. I think they did.
I'm gonna go for
Also
this.
wait, there's some conspiracy that they didn't even really have anything.
There's a lot
No,
of
but it's not
stuff
really
going
real,
around
though.
that they're dating, but
But they're not dating. She hasn't been
Neither
dating.
party is
She hasn't been
admitting
dating.
it.
She got to be
She
real.
has
She
name
hasn't been
tatted.
dating now.
All right, producer, talk to me.
Oh.
I know the person at the top left is Shenshia.
Senshia, Stefan, and Jada Kingdom.
Stefan and Jada Kingdom.
Mm.
Shenshia, Stefan,
This is like,
and Jada Kingdom.
This is very Caribbean.
you see,
body.
Shensia, I know personally. I know Shensia. Stefan Don I've met. And Jada I never. So I'm going to go with Shensia. I'm going to marry.
She a vibe. What you mean?
Yeah, for
She
sure.
a vibe.
Yeah, let me some
Yeah.
Senshia.
Mhm. Look
I'll
good.
smash Stefan Don.
Okay.
And, I'll put Jada in a body bag.
Yeah, Jada gives me like man vibes. Like, are you looking at this picture right now? It's
Why?
like,
That's not
it's
the-
not man.
Nah,
hold on,
she's
not
fire.
man. Hold on, let me give you.
And then she
Okay,
has a
masculine in the face.
Yeah.
I don't see like it's just very strong. Okay,
She
has
does
a very
have
strong
strong
face.
features.
No,
Let
I
me
feel
say
that. That's for that. But that's this picture though. If you see like a really
Yeah.
like, a
Okay.
real vibe,
No,
Yeah.
she's
like
a
very
real vibe.
respectful.
And we should see it. We see
As
it.
another man, how do you
Tiana
feel about
does
these
have a
three?
Alright, so
She's
about
very
hold on,
Told you we
hold
should
on.
have put Tiana up in here.
Tiana's
He
very
actually
strong.
how I feel about these three, right? We seen the top, so I seen them all like like I said Instagram vibe. I'm going by the side vibe. You feel me? I'm going with.
Are you in a relationship?
Nah.
Oh, so this don't count. Go ahead.
Yeah.
If it's not, then it don't count.
Nah, nah,
Because I need to
nah.
know.
I'm marrying
Nah.
Shensia. She's white
Okay,
vibes.
yeah, she get that.
I'm smashing Jada Kingdom.
Okay.
For me, she been around. I'm not gonna put too much out.
You
there.
putting Stefan in the body bag,
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree because when I met her, it was a good vibe. She came for a music meeting at the radio.
Okay.
First time I met her, and then I met her. DJ Nori does, reggae kills the reggae scene. I met him in a situation with him and her, and always it was a good vibe. So I don't know. I never met Jada, so she gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta kick it.
I'm marrying Jada. Y'all
Sorry,
wildin'.
Jada.
Oh, yeah.
What, Miss
You're
Twin?
biased. You actually know these people.
We're not going.
Yeah, that's what it is. He knows.
You actually know people.
But I'm just saying,
Jada Kingdom,
Jada Kingdom, she dated like Nazi BK, you know, like regular like.
You can tell people. Tell me who else she messed with, because you can tell. Right? You can't tell me about what
You
she
can
pulled
tell
out.
me.
See?
You can tell
You
me
see the
who else she
difference,
done messed with. You
So
know.
it's like,
You
so
know
it's
who
like,
she
well,
messed with.
Now you like her, I can tell.
She goes good.
Nah, you like her. You wanna know why you like her? Because you know who she messed with, so you wanna kill them niggas.
I want to know. We did the same slide with somebody else who had no question. He automatically knew what he was gonna do.
Oh yeah, this is different.
You got Lala at the top right, Megan Good at the top left, and you got Lauren London down there at the bottom.
I'm marrying Megan Good.
Definitely.
Oh wow, that was different. That was
I'm
different.
marrying Megan.
Okay.
I kind of
Why?
expected that.
Lala and
Why you
I'm
marrying-
smashing Lori.
Why you marrying Megan?
Wait, Lala, we killing?
I gotta kill Lala.
Okay.
Lala, listen, Lala, I met Lala.
And she mixy.
I met Lauren.
She know everybody.
Cool.
I don't think she makes it. I think she's a regular industry.
I just
knows
know
everybody.
I know a lot. I know a couple things about Lala, so I'm gonna just put it in a body bag.
Is
Alright.
spilling.
Okay.
Okay, you felt like that one time when we was talking about who was it we was talking about? Chinese kid, and he knows her personally. He said, since I know her personally, I
I
gotta
know
kill
some
her
things.
off.
I know some
Yeah.
people she dealt with, you know.
Alright, so
so
we
I'm
gotta
gonna leave it
kill her
like
off.
that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna kill her off.
Alright.
You know.
And we marrying
this is
Megan.
funny. I'm marrying my wife, my girl.
Well, we know
But
that for an absolute
I just
fact.
wanna make
but
sure
for
she knows.
purposes, for
I wanna make sure the
purposes
world
of the
knows that.
Epic Podcast
Yeah.
only.
For Epic Podcast, we doing this.
For Epic Podcast
But
purposes only.
if I
For
had
the
to,
sense of the
if there
game.
was a gun to my head, then this. Megan is the one that I married. Lala's body bag, and Lauren is Oscar.
What makes Megan good wife material?
I don't know.
Yeah, for
I think
you.
I had a crush on her when I was little.
We all did. We all did.
Right? We all
We all
did.
did.
Okay.
I put this in here.
I
I
like
had to
this.
make sure
This
that I
was
wasn't.
wild.
I like this. I
This
like
was
this
wild.
one.
Because you gotta really think, because at the end of the day, you gotta make a life
Yeah.
decision right now. So we got Sexy Red at that top
Oh, I
left.
like
She's getting in the body bag.
Automatic.
Red.
Automatically.
He
I
said
agree
forget
with
it.
that.
He said we're not even gonna go nowhere else. We got
Ice
Lola
Spice,
Brooks
I
at the
think
top right.
I'll marry Ice Spice and I'll just smash Lola.
Munch Girl, y'all in love with
Yeah,
Munch
they
Girl.
are.
Wrong. No.
You knew a couple of the people that they was messing with or had messed with in the past, and I just wonder why that is. So we're gonna go into a couple of the topics. So we're talking about today artists and social media, more so our access to them, right? We talked about they're real accessible
by
now.
the way, forget it, go ahead. Bloopers.
Yeah, because you know why? You was about to prove scenarios for you know exactly who it is. Yeah, worried. Okay, you sure? I can move on? You positive? Okay, so we're gonna be talking about artists and social media and how much access we have to them, right? We're gonna be talking about healthy relationships and pillow talk.
Yeah.
This might work good for you a little bit because.
So I told her we're gonna get on the show. I showed everything you said.
Yeah.
I said, listen, babe.
Yeah.
I'm on the show.
Shout out to her.
This is the thing they gonna send me. She actually laughed at the pillow talk part.
You should have brought her.
She couldn't be here right now.
Okay.
Right? But I told her. She said the pillow talk. She laughed at that. She said when this is done, she wants the link. She wants to see it. So let's get to it. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about.
Alright, lit. Super excited. So he's down to talk about everything on the list. So we're gonna start first. Like I said, we were talking about how we know a little bit of these artists' lives, right? And I wonder just why that is. Talk to me, Scenario. Do you think that our accessibility right now to some of these artists, as opposed to, I don't know, the early 2000s, has grown?
Absolutely. Social media has done amazing jobs with connecting people to connecting fans, connecting just regular day, ordinary 9 to 5. You know, shout out to 9 to 5 people every day because without you, the world would not turn.
Right.
We hate it here.
Yeah, but it's positive and negative.
I think it's positive. And just like everybody in here has social media.
Yeah.
You put what you want people to see.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want somebody to see something or know something personally, you won't post it.
But let's talk about that though.
Or you won't run around doing things because you know how social media is. You won't run around doing crazy shit.
Is it that easy for artists though who are always in the limelight? Because let's talk about it, right? Let's even make it more of a
Before you even say nothing,
Mm-hmm.
I made a choice
Right.
to do music.
Right.
I made a choice to be a DJ.
Right.
So whatever comes with it, comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They made a choice to be movie stars. You know what I'm saying? They went to acting class. They went to all their gigs. They became this superstar. So now you're trying to tell me that nobody's going to jump in and be in your life, or paparazzi's not going to be like, click, 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 because you're that popular?
Everybody get a drink.
Alright.
Exactly. We didn't know the drinks are so good.
We're back.
All right.
Back to topic questions. And this is, when I tell you I've been holding this question in my head for like a good 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I heard you say I got the question.
Yes, I'm like, I got the
Oh,
question.
wow,
I got
wow.
the question. I got the question.
Don't forget it though.
I'm not going to forget it. I got it right now.
All right, go.
Would y'all feel like it's safe to
Oh, we
say?
recording?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
recording.
okay.
We're recording on every camera. On every camera that's here. Would you think that it's safe to say that artists nowadays don't even have the privilege to pillow talk? Think about your pillow talks. Think about all of our pillow talks, right? What do we talk to our, our significant others about? Usually like our day, that person we hated at work, what happened, all that good stuff. Do they really have? They don't even. What do we have to talk about when everything is all on social media outside, right?
I don't think it can because it's so political. You don't want to say the wrong thing and really mess up an opportunity or it's just an opportunity. Like he said,
Right.
it's best of opportunity for you to just move forward and progress in something else that you probably never had. Like if it wasn't for example, if I didn't like her and I talked to you about her, like listen, I don't know. She just told me she just owner, the coffee shop, co-owner, and maybe that's an opportunity right there. Like, you never want to burn a bridge or
Right.
So I don't think they have the opportunity to do that or the privilege to do that. For it to come out.
What happens in those times where, and this is big, right? What happens in those times where something happens, it gets out on social media before you're even able to tell your partner?
Like the Neil Rome situation, right? That's tough.
But but that's different. He was just he was just doing her dirty.
Okay, and
So-
I'll give
So I don't think he would have ever told her.
So
If it didn't get out.
she dates a head coach.
Wait, who is she?
Her
I'm
husband.
sorry.
Neil Rome.
I missed the whole
Neil
thing.
Rome's husband is
Neil Rome. Oh,
is a
the
head
Neil
coach
Rome
of
thing.
Philly.
The Celtics.
Celtics.
Yeah.
And he's messing around with somebody on his team, his bench. For me,
And
his
she
bench.
found out on social media.
Right. The team,
I didn't
they
know
put
that.
it out there. People put it out there. The NBA itself put it out there.
Wait, back it up.
Yes.
Not a player, as a worker, a female worker.
Yeah, people.
Okay,
You
I'm about to
know,
say this. I'm like this.
Yeah, you heard bench. I know. I caught
I'm
it.
like this too.
Yeah. I caught it because he said bench. I heard
So
it.
like, I say bitch because like she works like
Behind the scenes.
She
like,
works for
she's
the
there.
behind the scenes.
You see her on TV, like you see her back there.
Yeah.
So basically the NBA put it out there and gave him a fine or whatever they did to him based on the situation. They found out, put it out there. So she doesn't have no idea. So just imagine everybody texting you, calling you, look at this, look at this, and literally find
But
out.
still, to your point, like at that, you said, he probably was never gonna
He
tell
was
her.
never gonna tell that thing.
Right.
You know?
But at that point, he was probably hoping to get home and tell her before the tabloids did. Like,
Yeah.
damn, let me.
But at that point, do you think it's like what can save that? What you married to somebody, you love somebody so much, but then that comes out. What I come home and tell you.
I have to
I gotta tell you
like what
something.
the time span in
Yeah.
between, right? Like,
Oh,
was there like an investigation? Like,
No,
'cause then
it was
that's when
investigation.
you should tell someone,
Yeah.
right? Like if it's like boom, they find out, they fucking fire you, they put it online, then I have
Yeah.
sympathy.
No,
I'm
but
big,
I'm
I'm
pretty
big
sure-
on listen. I'm big on loyalty, right? Because you can't love somebody unless you're loyal to them. I don't care.
Oh yeah,
what
yeah, no, I think he's
You know
trash for
what I'm
that.
saying?
He's
Yeah.
trash for the whole situation.
So- super trash for that, right? So what I feel, and this is for just me personally, relationships like listen, if we're gonna do something, just don't be with the person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't care if I have
Right.
love. If I know I'm gonna be with somebody else or do dirty things, I don't love you the way I thought I. You know what I'm saying?
Or I'm saying.
Or
I
I'm
do,
saying
or
I
I'm
do.
telling you I
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
So for me, my thing is, I just like to keep everything like up front. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I never want the person I'm with to ever hear a story about me from somebody else. So I'm never going to be like, we're never going to be sitting down and all of a sudden she sees something or she hears something like, why you didn't tell me this? No, you knew this, and I let you make a choice.
but again,
to
artists
say.
don't always get that pass. They
They
don't.
don't.
They don't. That small window
Mhm.
that you talking about,
Yeah.
that where you get to make. And I know that you say everything is a choice, but there are choices for choices, right?
Yeah.
Like once you make a choice, then you're like, damn, do I want to clean this up or
Mhm.
do I want to continue to do
Yeah.
this? Or damn, am I gonna fuck this up? Or, you know what I'm saying? So there are choices for choices. So when you get to that point, artists don't even get that that time span that you're talking about, where you're like, okay, you knew this, let's talk about it, whatever. They don't even get that because
Nah,
everything
but-
is already
But I
out.
say that.
But he was cheating.
Yeah, right. I feel
So
you.
he made a choice to cheat. Like you
Yeah.
could have just decided, like, listen,
To leave.
I love you, but this is not, for me.
Yeah.
Because you could have saved your face. You could have saved face for her. Like all of this could have, and then you could have, without it being a problem, you guys broke up. You guys are not the same. So now that you're messing with this woman,
Right.
it wouldn't be crazy.
Right, it wouldn't have been like a
It wouldn't be like you would have never got fired from your job. Like
That's
NBA
probably
can
what
pay
you were
you.
thinking about.
Yeah.
Your long is probably what you were thinking about.
Yeah.
I have another one
Yeah.
for y'all. I got the Derrick Jackson one for y'all too. I want
I
to
don't
talk about
want-
him a little bit.
I don't want to
because
talk about him. I know about him.
I don't know about that. Put me on.
you know about Derrick Jackson, the football player who has, not only is he a football player, but he's also a philanthropist. He has a
The
book.
pastor guy?
No. He's not a pastor, but he has a book. Yeah, he has a book that, or a few books, maybe two now, I think, that basically are talking about how to be a stand-up husband and a great husband. All the while he's been cheating on his wife,
Which is
which
crazy to me.
comes a few days. If I'm not mistaken, this comes out a few days before his second book is supposed to come out.
Yeah. About relationships,
About relationships.
and marriage and all that, which is crazy to me.
Which is crazy to me, but here is where I want to take it a little further. I even want to get past the controversy of it all.
Yeah.
All that stuff happened, okay, cool. Now she has decided to forgive him.
And that's a choice. That's why
That
I bring
is
it
a
to
choice.
to
So
Blueface.
this is
That's why
why
I
I
bring
go
it back
back
to
to her.
Blueface.
They don't even get, this is why I go back to, they don't even get to have that pillow talk
Mhm.
part or even that like agreeing part because
Are they
how
going to
many
therapy? Like,
how
something
many
like that?
again why do we care?
Yeah.
How many of us and our friends, I could even
I
talk
hear
to
you.
myself, I could even speak for myself who have sat here and gone back to someone who has cheated on me or
Mhm.
maybe
Don't you feel the same way?
this is what, hold on, yes and but. Yes and but.
Mhm.
But I got that pillow talk time. You feel me? My friends might tell me, girl, you a little crazy, but like the whole world don't know about it. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody don't know that this man though went out and cheated on me.
Mhm.
So I'm going to the part where they don't even get that pillow talk time. So now instead of, it's a choice.
Yeah.
This is a choice that she made of whatever it is that she did. She found it within herself to say, I'm gonna forgive him and I'm gonna try to move
Which
forward.
I believe forgiveness is the ultimate, the ultimate goal in a person's soul, forgiveness, right? I get it, but for you to stay, and if it happens again, then what?
Right.
But now her
business is out now.
Her business is out, and two, her choices are being altered or are being challenged, right?
Because of what everybody's saying.
It's a difference between if I have 2 friends, 3 friends, maybe even 4 friends telling me, but now my business is out to everybody. My husband is a national football player. He plays for the NFL.
Yeah.
Everybody knows him. Now everybody who even didn't know me knows me.
Yeah.
Knows that my husband cheated on me. And now the decision and choice that I made to stay with him is being challenged more than if it was just my 3 friends, 4 friends, 5 friends, and I got everybody looking at me. So now my choice.
It's like, what do you do now?
Like my choice doesn't even really get to be my choice because. Go ahead.
So it might be the drink. So I'm just the drink.
Shout out to Catherine.
Right, shout out to Catherine.
Shout out to Catherine.
But also, so what? Now even better. Because I do feel like we do so much shit in the dark with our 4 friends who see it, with our 1 friend who sees it, and like the biggest sign of abuse is when people pull you out of your relationship and people disappear, right? Because they don't want people to see it. So now when the whole world sees it and you have to confront it, you have to confront it. Everyone's seen it.
But is he really confronting it though?
No,
that's
and I know you were talking about it one specific situation, but again, I'm comparing the one specific situation on a scale to
but I think that's for everybody.
Everybody
but then even that, because I've been there too, right? I've slept through shit I shouldn't have. But you have to eat that too.
That'll always be on our mind.
Yeah. What?
She's
never. How is she ever?
Now it's turning from I trust you to.
What you doing outside, nigga?
Their whole life changes.
Where you at?
Your whole
location, nigga.
And then that's when your love is.
Why you at the location? You told me you at the pizza store. You at your fight crib.
The Krishan Rock and Blueface example. How many people have we met and known in our lives who are going through exactly what they're going through?
Absolutely.
That is not nationally publicized.
Absolutely.
Right?
But that goes back to me saying you put in the work. He's a rap artist, made millions of dollars. She's a star, you know what I'm saying? She's a star in her own right. She's made so much money. What they put out, that craziness, that toxicity they put out, is what they show to the world.
What I don't think say is that people don't seem to care. Let me not say seem to care, because of course your friends care about you and they want you to be well and they want you to get out of any toxic relationship. Hopefully, if you have good friends. Right?
Absolutely.
But think about it in the way of how crazy people talk about it on social media. We don't do that with our friends.
No, we don't do that.
Right?
But how many times do you know somebody from your hood that you grew up with that's in a toxic relationship? This is for everybody that's in a toxic relationship, and you have told them that's not the one for you. But they made a choice. I'm gonna stay here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody put a gun to her head and say you had to stay with Blueface. You know what I'm saying? She just loved this man so much that she's willing to put up with the bullshit. Not everybody's built like that. Nobody. You want to be on your bullshit time? I'm out.
No, and
not everybody's the same.
That's gonna say too. I'm gonna say also is like it's come down to a point where it's a time, place, everything, right? So knowing that I'm a big celebrity, knowing that you are a big celebrity as well, we big celebrities on TV show, I got my own thing going on, then we shouldn't be doing this. You get what I'm trying to say? This should be our home thing. Nobody should know what we're doing in our house. I feel like I was raised like that. I'm
gonna challenge you one more time.
I've seen them on a bus, like them talking and having a little argument, and somebody's recording them.
Yeah.
Why?
But see, is that their fault or is that the person's fault who's recording them?
But if you're my man, we having a little disagreement. Why is the camera on?
Right.
Why is this posted?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it looks bad for her because sometimes I feel bad for her because it's like.
I feel bad for them both.
It's both sides.
At this point, it's just crazy.
There's her story, his story, and the truth.
I feel bad for them both and also their families. Like it's just a lot.
It's a lot. But specifically, I'm talking about this scenario that I seen. No pun intended. That they were arguing on the bus, and he's like, whatever, and he's like, get off me, I gotta do a show, and this, that, the third, and she's like still having a disagreement with him, and he's just trying to rush out, pushing her off and things like that. Like I've seen that. That's crazy to me. I think you should handle your business, right? You got a show to do. Let's. The easiest thing to say, like, can we talk about this after the show? Simple as that. Why you got the camera on me? Why you recording this? You my man. Why you recording
You
this?
get punched in your face.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna challenge you one more time, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I didn't get a chance to look it up real fast, but it was Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, who just recently lost a baby, right? They gave birth, or she gave birth to a stillborn, right? And that the next day it was all over. That's why I want to give. So I'm challenging
That's
you
some
guys
points,
to
and then they gotta address it. You know
right,
what
I'm
I'm saying?
challenging you guys to the point where, you know, I cannot see a mom or dad in that predicament state saying, yes, please go tell everyone that I just lost the baby.
That's where,
like,
that's
you
where
know
the
what
fine
I'm
line,
saying?
that's where
Like,
that thin ass line is there.
I
You know
think
what I'm
that
saying?
I
Like,
agree.
for something like that, like people need their personal space for that. Don't post it up. Let me post it first.
So those are those moments where I'm like, as you said, you know, that thin line between, has social media kind of taken it too far, our access to them,
That's
and what
what-
we're able to say to them,
and
how close we can get to them.
Yeah.
What happened to Cardi B? Cardi B, just now we were talking about it a little bit before you came in. They threw, you know, and that's not even
On
social
stage,
media. That's
performing.
just,
That was everywhere.
that's just like right
But
there.
see, the thing that I like about that, and I will say that, I love that Cardi threw that mic. It was such precise. And I love that she
But she
did
got
that.
backlash for it though.
No, well, I don't. Well, I'm saying is
Cardi
I
B
love
apparently
that
got
Cardi did
Cardi
that.
B apparently got backlash because they said she was being unprofessional.
I
in her
think
profession.
Our profession, if you're coming to see my show, why are you throwing stuff
Right,
at me?
so
Thank you.
yes,
This
I'm a
It's my
human.
place of work. Why
I'm
you
a
assaulting
human.
me?
At the
So,
beginning, I'm
right.
a lady. I'm a woman. She's a woman. First,
But
right?
there's another woman who threw it at.
And
Doesn't matter.
Which is even
No, I
worse.
hear you, I
It's
hear
like
you.
you're supposed to empower women. That's what
Right,
we on
no,
these
I hear
days,
you.
though. You know what I mean? Why are you throwing a drink?
Not this is what we on these days, like
So-
it's a trend.
Like that's what we on, right? Women empowerment. Like I
Yes,
believe
yes,
in strong
yes.
women and all that.
What I
Period.
think that has done, and what you're saying is what they used to have, like in Hollywood, they used to talk about the third screen, right? Like or whatever that whatever, and that you break that shit, right? So what Cardi did by throwing that mic back was by breaking that, because I do believe that. I do believe that regular people, everyday people, we now feel the entitlement to other people so much
because of our
more
sensibilities.
than we should, and we don't respect the humanity of other people. So I agree with you.
Exactly.
When you choose to
That's
be in the
disrespectful.
limelight, right? But when you choose to be in the limelight, right? I agree with you because I've always had these like bizarre whatever of how you did. Like I would absolutely be rich and famous. I'm gonna do it because I'm coming through the back. There's certain ways that you do things. You know what I'm saying? Like I know exactly what is bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? You know the glass isn't, the doors are. You gotta know. Like you have to be ready for what it is that you signed up for.
Especially being a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous.
Right.
And so I don't understand how
But
someone
here-
I'm walking around with no security, like on purpose.
Yes, but here's the thing, on purpose, right? So I went to Summer Jam, and I was at Lizzie, and shout out to Lizzie Chanel, because that's my heart, and she like had me backstage and everything, and at one point we're walking out with Krayshawn, right? And it was crazy, because you come out the back. The thing is, we come out of the garage. In the garage, there are vehicles. If you wanted to, these are choices that you make. If you wanted to, you could get in your vehicle and you could drive up the ramp and you could leave. But what she decided to do instead was walk.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? We make these decisions, and I'm gonna say when
she
you
wanted to be
right,
seen,
I hear
you
you,
know?
exactly. So, and I'm gonna be honest.
But in the
It's a
same
choice.
token, they want to see their fans too.
Here's
Like I want to
but
see
here,
my
I'm gonna
fans
ask you,
to show
I'm gonna ask you,
love.
DJ Scenario, how often do you spin Blueface? Right. With that said, we're gonna go to
Let me say this too. Blueface hasn't put out something that
I
was been
understand,
recently
but that's
either.
what I'm saying. So
You know what I'm
as
saying?
an artist, when
Yeah.
you're not putting out music, you have to put out something.
Something.
And when you're with somebody and that's all you can put out, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
it's a
a-
Whitney and Bobby shit. Like Whitney and Bobby did the same shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm like this is just shit that's happened.
And nobody
Like,
realized
this
how
isn't
toxic
new.
Whitney was.
Right. Like,
No,
like,
nobody
this is
realized that
bullshit.
shit.
She
How
was
toxic
very.
she was.
I watched that interview. I
Bro,
saw the
it's
interview.
everything. That is
She's a
new
toxic
work.
woman.
You know,
One
in
of
a
the most amazing singers to ever grace this planet.
I love me some Whitney.
Listen,
No.
Alright?
We'll whoop your ass is what Whitney ass Whitney. Yes, right. But then even the Chrissy Teigen shit, because the thing is, you have to think about Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen, I'm sorry, because John Legend and all that shit that Kanye said. Actually, Kanye goes crazy, but he be saying some shit, and John Legend does do what the white people want him to do.
Yeah.
And Chrissy Teigen
Chrissy Teigen with all that getting canceled and all that shit. You're gonna tell me, just like the Kardashians, that there's people who also feed shit.
Yeah.
Like, the machine is a machine, and either you don't know what is happening or you get eaten by it, right? But like,
either you really don't know what's happening, or you're like,
or you're a part of it.
Right, yeah, or you gotta
you have to
You're
be
part of
completely
it.
oblivious, or you're like a part of it.
Because when you talk about the whatever, we didn't know that Beyonce had all her miscarriages until she wanted us to.
Yeah, Beyonce had a bunch of miscarriages.
Sure
Yeah,
did.
she did. Was
You're
it
still learning about that. You see that?
Look at
Yeah.
No, that's an
the
example.
reason I'm
Nobody
saying,
knows
the
what
reason
happened
I'm
until
saying,
she
the
said
reason
it.
I'm saying that is because Tiffany Haddish just came out about her 8th miscarriages that she had, and again, like, there are so many people, I can think about so many people in my life, or, you know, in my friends' lives and all types of stuff that have gone through the same relationship.
But the difference
breakup.
is they didn't go through the classes. They didn't want to become a rapper and stuff like that. Listen to me. They didn't want to become an actor.
After they go through the classes.
And they didn't take those steps to become, you know,
They
these
didn't want to be
people.
a star.
But
You know what I'm saying?
not only that though, right? You see how you say Beyonce might know about shit, right? Beyonce and Jay-Z live a private life. You know what I'm trying to say? When I say that, I mean like they have private doctors, private hospitals, stuff like that. I think it's private. Like,
We could just be sitting here talking about whatever. People gonna make up whatever they want. If these cameras
I
weren't
hate
here,
that for us.
if these cameras weren't here and it was just a picture of us, people could write whatever story they want to write because they don't know what we're really talking about.
And it's like,
You know?
some artists don't even choose to like say anything, you know?
Right.
Sometimes it's best to be quiet, you know? That's what a lot of all PRs gonna tell you. All men, they're gonna tell you that. Don't say nothing, just be quiet. Let us take care, you know?
Yeah.
Let us take care.
And they don't.
But at the same time, it's like, but me as a character, like you said, like I'm human, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm an artist too. To y'all, I make money for y'all, cool, great. But at the end of the day, I'm human. I am that woman. I am that man. At the end of the day, but it's just like I have feelings, you know. I'm not trying to fight every single battle, but some things you talk about, like the hell, like we can't have a conversation. Like two people can't have a conversation without thinking that it's more than just a conversation. That's crazy to me, you know, like.
I get it. Like I said, your whole life was publicized. When you get on that status, like Scenario was talking about, when you get on that status, you decide to be a rapper or a DJ or a singer or a dancer.
Artist, movie star,
Or
it's a different
anything.
status.
You've decided that once you step outside of your home, out of any type of comfort zone that you have, you are allowing these people into your life in some type of way. Or however, and just real quick, just before we close out, to your guys' point, same thing with when Chrissy Teigen ended up unfortunately losing her child. They had a conspiracy theory that she gave it up for the Illuminati.
Oh, she sacrificed?
Right, like she sacrificed this and she gave up. And I'm like, to have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus just the fact that now everybody knows that I lost my kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys are saying that I don't know these people. But again, that is just, I can just to imagine. No, listen.
They never DM'd you?
Shut up.
Yo, we find that you're.
I've seen the messages. Listen, y'all, thank you guys so much for tapping into the Epic Podcast. Again, we have Tom Benzo on here for the Master Flex. President Ella is on the scene. And we have, of course, DJ Scenario. Let them know where they can find you and where
Find
they
me at Instagram, at Twitter, at what's the other
all major platforms.
All major platforms at DJ Scenario. Catch me on Power 151. 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. on the DJ Self Show. You know how we keep it going. And the Party Starter Podcast. Tap in, YouTube, all streaming platforms. You can listen and
You know.
Right.
And as you guys know, everybody on our show received a candle. We were just talking about how purple is royalty, so this is like perfect for you to make this one, right? I'm gonna cut it out for you in a little bit, but that's for you.
Thank you
And we
very
are
much.
closing out. Thank you guys.
Make a fall from your this dog. You know one and a discharge, man a big dog. I saw you disappear as if I never did bad. Me know a couple kilo, me not just a sing song. With the people your mother tell you keep fam. See tech full of bomb like Islam. And if you make I come, me know the enemy, them a plea. And me know they're not sorry for me. People